middle of the country that's been a contest played since before the 20th century. And believe me, in rivalries like this one, the wrongs from games played in 1891 are being discussed as we get ready for what's in store. This is a live look at David Booth Memorial Stadium in Lawrence, Kansas. It's the Missouri Tigers and the Kansas Jayhawks. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe working the sidelines. We'll check in with her shortly. Missouri ready to kick off to get us underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Kansas offense will get the football first. The Tigers able to squeak out a close one the last time they saw KU.
Yeah, the Tigers took care of business. They handled the moment really, really well. They've had the upper hand in this series, and they showed why with their composure in the last game.
It's really incredible, too, how winning a rivalry game can take your season in a completely different trajectory. And that's exactly what happened with Missouri after that win last year. Well, for him not to hand that ball off on the RPO, the quarterback obviously saw something he liked there in the left flat, but it wasn't open. As a result, it's an incompletion.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. The option look. Good enough for the first. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here and trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch man, he's going to get it to the outside, and you see the speed on the perimeter. Really clever play call that time by the O coordinator.
Looking to throw, it's Marshall. Fires to the big fella. Might have a chance. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
Man, nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly, understanding the big fella's open. And the big fella, I don't mean an offensive lineman anymore. That's what tight ends used to be, is just an extension of the O-line. These guys are now extensions at receiver. They can make big plays, get him the ball, run after the catch.
Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. And that is a nifty bit of navigation to get through that traffic and get the first down. The Jayhawks come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. So frustrating for an offense to just give away yards with false start penalties. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. When you have a conference as deep and balanced as this Big 12 is, it's important to get off to a quick start in conference play.
Yeah, you're going to be challenged each and every week here in the Big 12 Conference. Since they've expanded, the quality of this conference has gotten so much better. So,
oh, he's got some room, headed to the goal line, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Rock Chalk! And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. So the Missouri Tigers offense takes the field for the first time in this game. A big challenge in this matchup is for the linebackers to be able to hold their ground, something they haven't always been successful at doing. Here's Hardy to begin the drive. Oh, he got loose. Still running at the 40. He's across the 50 and out of bounds at the 49, and a great pickup on that one.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
Here's Simmons to throw. Firing to the right, complete. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. And the Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Here's a give to Hardy. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. To the ground, he's got it again. How about picking up tough yards like that as he gets to the 22? After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. The RPO, fire complete to the left. Could not make his way to the corner.
I'll tell you, the offense might be setting up a shot down the field here. You might see them later fake the wide receiver screen, see if they can hit a tight end or another receiver running up the boundary. Keep your eye open for that.
The offense changing the play. They'll try to run for it. He'll be brought down, but it'll move the chains for Mizzou.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game is working to perfection.
The give, it's Hardy. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately. And after that play, there is a Tiger who has yet to get up. The junior running back slow to get up. We hope this is just momentary. Howie Rowe will keep an eye on everything for us. Not many hiccups on this drive, but it's 2nd and 13 now. Throwing Simmons. Snagged out of the air. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Mizzou trying to cash in on a red zone trip. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Roberts. Touchdown, Missouri! Great job by the back on the option.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole, he saw it, he put his foot in the ground, and that was Pater.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he tacks on the extra point. They put together an 81-yard drive, and the capper came on the run to the end zone from the 13. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Jayhawks rock out to start this drive. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
You do think basketball in this rivalry, but there is football history. Gale Sayers, Todd Reesing, Chase Daniel, the Mangino era for the Jayhawks. At times, this was one of the best rivalries on the planet.
Well, they started playing in 18.
There's some room. It's runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. And the Jayhawks come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. We'll check on his status, but at the moment, we'll take a timeout. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. To throw, it's Marshall. Here's the pressure. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. After the incomplete pass, there is a player down on the field. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. 3rd and short now from their own 48. Looking to throw for it. He's got his man, makes the grab. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. The Jayhawks are flying down the field. Looking downfield on first down. With the catch, it's Pickett. Breaks a tackle, and he might go. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
The option, the keeper. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. And on second down for this offense. On the ground, it's Edwards. And the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And just nowhere to go for that runner. He had no choice. That defense, they were bringing it up front. Everybody winning their one-on-ones, and they completely had him surrounded.
Runs through a tackle. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that 3rd down. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. This might be a little easier if it were straight on, but a 43-yarder from the right hash. That is no good. After that failed field goal attempt, fellas, still tie ball game. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. And he's got his man on the sideline. He'll come up a little short of the first down. Got 7 on that last completion. They might be able to take a shot on 2nd and 3. From the gun, give to Hardy. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Tight end now in motion. Austin Simmons, a play fake. Dances away. Going to try to get it himself. They'll say he goes out of bounds, mark it at the 46.
What an easy way to get some free yards. I got an athletic quarterback that can do this. I can bootleg him to his right, make it a pass-run option. If he wants to take a shot down the field, so be it. But if not, just chew up some ground and go get a positive play.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
Mizzou coming out with a fresh set of downs. Simmons. It's complete to the left. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. The Tigers go back to work after moving the chains through the air. They'll move the tight end. Running inside. It's Roberts. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up, you can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Makes the grab over the middle. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. There's not a screen big enough to list all the memorable moments from this rivalry, but here are a few of them. They've got a first down here to open the period. They'll send the back in motion. Here's Simmons to throw. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. This quarterback needs to stay true to his mechanics. He just sort of heaved it up off the back foot.
And these mechanics are crazy. You see all these quarterbacks on the field with towels before games and doing that little salsa thing that you see quarterbacks with their hips, popping through. But it makes sense because you have to have that good, strong base underneath you. Otherwise, you start to sail that football and miss your target.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Lined up in the gun, here's Simmons. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. It's good, easy call for the ref. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Just one of those mistakes that can happen as the kickoff goes out of bounds. Don't know if the defense will appreciate having to defend a short field from the start after that penalty. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Edwards. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Gets the back moving. To the air, it's Marshall. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. You know they'd love to convert this 3rd down after missing a field goal on the last drive. Motion from the wideout. They'll run the option. He'll try to get to the marker himself. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down. And the Jayhawks will line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Let's see what he can do with it. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Missouri will have to send out the punt team. He's got it. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. The RPO, it's complete. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. After the 4-yard completion on 1st down, now it's 2nd and 6. The run inside. It's Edwards. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They'll move the wide receiver. Rides the option. He keeps it. Got a little grass. He goes out of bounds across the 25, mark it at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning. The Jayhawks come to the line with a new set of downs. On the option. Tackle is made right at the 20-yard line after a pickup of 4.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time. They're able to make a quick stop.
You want to bring in your tight ends? You want to bring in more beef for that offensive line? I'm going to bring in more beef. Nice job by the defense understanding the situation. Red zone, field shrinks. I need more bigger personnel on the field, some big guys that can stop the run. Played the run well. Great job by the defense understanding the situation.
To the air, it's Marshall. Here's a heat. Turning it on. He's got enough for the 1st down, and he might get a few bonus yards if they call that a face mask. It's been said over and over, you have to protect players' head and neck area. This penalty, so important at the college level. Oh, the defense moved in there too quickly. You think it's never going to work until it does, and that'll be a first down. So the offense gets a little bit closer to the goal line after the penalty. And the offense grateful for that penalty if they can just move it one more yard to get it in. Go straight ahead. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
It's a big-time moment for the defense. They're creating a negative play, getting a sack with the opponent right down on the goal line. Now that they've backed him up a little bit, a touchdown doesn't seem like it's just a gimme anymore.
The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Can they salvage the drive by converting on 3rd and goal? Motion from the back. They'll run it on 3rd and goal. And he's in! Touchdown, Jayhawk!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. On the move from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. Throwing Simmons. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And you don't want to see this trend continue. Last week he was sacked 4 times. The offensive line, this offense as a whole, needs to get in better situations, get rid of the football faster, and not keep getting their quarterback hit.
Excellent pursuit by this defense as he barely gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. So Missouri will have to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Hauls it in at the 40. And he is knocked down immediately. Brave to try the return, though the coach might have preferred a fair catch. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Send the tight end in motion. Looking for a crease. It's Edwards.
Well, in recent years, Kansas's offense has been most dynamic and most dangerous when they've been able to run the football. That was certainly the case when Devin Neal was there. And so who's going to be that new guy, David? I know they went to the portal to bring some familiar faces, maybe some guys that a lot of Kansas fans may already know about based on who this team has had to play, but no question, they've got to run the ball.
About to say know about and not like this in the past, right? Edwards was over at Kansas State. Now you switch to the Kansas uniform, and Rock Chalk Jayhawk is excited about him. Andy Kolkonecki coming back to the Kansas staff. This is an offense that likes to run the football. They want to be physical. That's how they start on offense.
Back to pass. It's Marshall. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. It'll be 3rd and long. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. They'll run the screen. He works his way inside the 40, but they stop him short of the marker. It'll be 4th down from the 38. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this 4th down. He slides that just inside the right upright. There is a flag down on the play. Now, if this is on the defense, the offense will have to decide whether to take the points off the board. You must protect the kicker when he's in a defenseless position like that. That penalty is going to give the offense a first down. Man, oh man, those types of penalties just drive defensive coordinators crazy. Was fourth down, now first down. To the air on first down. Moving out of the pocket. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. And whatever they did on first and second down, don't do that anymore. Third and very long coming up. Throwing right, and it's knocked away, incomplete on third down. And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. And he missed it. No good. Guys, after the miss, still up by 4.
Well, that's now the second missed field goal for this kicker, and I'll tell you this, you can't blame the weather for all this. This is a beautiful day. He needs to do better executing these field goals.
He's knocked down short game, maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry. Backed up now, here's second and long. Simmons rushes on him, and down he goes. Now we get a timeout call by the Jayhawks. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Now facing a third and long. Lined up in the gun, here's Simmons. Fires to the right. Got his man downfield. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up-tempo. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Timeout on the field. Missouri calls it second. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Pressure coming. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have...
He caught it. Goes out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they'll be set up and in great position here. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Let's it fly. Touchdown, Tigers. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Coaches talk all the time about finishing halves. Man, that is perfect execution down the stretch. Take the lead, take most of the clock, and you get the ball coming out. Way to close this first half. Great execution.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. He'll be stopped, but good work there to get the ball out to the 37. They'll have just enough time to get 1 more snap before the half. Wants to throw. It's Marshall. He hurls one deep down the left side. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, so much to get you updated on, so let's get right to it here from the EA Sports College Football Update Desk. First up, a look at Michigan, taking on the number 13 team, the Oregon Ducks. And it's the Wolverines with a gritty victory away from home. This team prepared well all week, and they'll enjoy the fruits of their labor. That gets their record to 3-0 on the season. Here now a look at some other games of note today, including a big upset with major implications. Now back to your game in Lawrence. We've been treated to one special performance on the ground from both teams, gouging the opposing defenses for big chunks of yardage. Why throw it when you've got rushing attacks like these? With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the fight between Kansas and Missouri plays out.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. What did they talk about at halftime, Holly?
I caught up with the Missouri head coach coming out of the locker room. He spoke to his team in the locker room at halftime about how well they started that first half, but it's not good enough. They are off to a good start in the Big 12 play, conference opener, but he said, I know our opponents are going to pour on the gas and be even better in the third. We have to match that energy here at kickoff.
Appreciate that, Holly. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Just ran over it. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football. You can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small game, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Simmons from the gun on 3rd down. It's complete on the right side. Gets it out to about the 35-yard line. That's where they'll mark him out of bounds in this offense trying to put something together. Missouri has it ready to go with another first down. Under fire. Gets away, still looking. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He steps out of bounds right at the 45-yard line, and now they're starting to put things together. And the Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Running into the open space. He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the first down. They'll mark it right at midfield. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Pulls and fires complete to the right. And just a short and safe pass play. They pick up a few.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And he's wrestled to the ground.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Missouri will have to send out the punt team. He'll try to really get into this one. Coverage team does a good job and touches it dead. No return on this one.
And that is a huge play in terms of field position. Nice job by the punter. And how about the gunners getting downfield to down that ball?
Tight end now in motion. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
And this is why this team is losing this game right now. They cannot protect their quarterback. He's already been sacked a bunch of times. Almost got sacked right there. This guy doesn't have a chance with the way this offensive line is playing.
Squeezes ahead for a couple. They'll get it out to the 9.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He'll make a play on third down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Looking to throw, it's Marshall. Flushed out of the pocket. Got the first down. He has brought down the men. What a job to find some running room and move the chains. And the Jayhawks are moving quickly down the field. They've been running it, but now the pass. Just a short pass to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Edwards. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a third down and short. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Makes the grab. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41. The Jayhawks, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Using his legs, it's Willis.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the officials spy that face mask penalty, and the offense gets a first down. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Headed to the end zone. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. And the Jayhawks are threatening on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He is denied, and it'll be second and goal.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Just going to keep it after the snap. Touchdown, Kansas! And that one will put him up here in the second half.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball. Man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
The returner's going to try to see what he can get. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Missouri's offense heads out and ready to go. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
From the gun on third down, Simmons. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. So Missouri will have to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. The Kansas offense returns to the field. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
Just inside the 40-yard line, it's 1st and 10 from the 39. Running inside, it's Thurman. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And this team needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Wide receiver going in motion. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
That's a great job executing up front by the defense. They looked like they were ready for that play, and that was a bit of a more unconventional look from the offense on third down, but the defense was there to make a big stop.
And he can't quite get it down or out of bounds. It's into the end zone for a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they kick-started this drive with that one. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Roberts. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 after the 35. Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. Here's Simmons to throw. Fires to the tight end. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
So surprised we have not been calling this guy's name more. He's one of the best tight ends in the country, but give the defense credit. They have had an outstanding game plan limiting him so far. That's only his 2nd catch of the game.
He's got enough for a Missouri first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They go play action with Simmons. He throws to the wideout. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. That's caught. It's Lee. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the first down here. Right on the money. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. The run inside. It's Roberts. Maybe a crease. They bring him down. He's got a first down, but that might be the final play of the 3rd quarter. They go back to work in the final period of this one. After 3 periods of play, and these 2 running backs have gone head-to-head. They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, 4th quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple of yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receivers somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
Fires to the right. He's got it. Touchdown, Tigers. And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
Yeah, and a nice job in the 4th quarter making plays, and a nice job being on the same page. QB, receiver. You could tell he broke with the football. He caught it in stride, gets into the end zone. Nice pitch and catch right there. Nice chemistry by the QB and wide receiver.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Kansas offense out there poised and ready to go to work. So they just gave up the lead on that last touchdown drive. Now to put something together to go back on top late. Running inside, it's Willis. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Might as well stick with him. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And what a great job by the defense here. First down, 2nd down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both, and that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up 3rd and long situations, and now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the...
And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18. The Jayhawks will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. Here come the Missouri Tigers. The offense ready to go to work. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time. They had a much better field position this time around. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
They've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate it.
Maybe some room here. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Edwards. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Missouri really moving on offense, set up with another 1st down. Simmons on play action. Here comes the heat. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
Man, you see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. You don't know how to control it. You don't know what goes wrong, but sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
Complete to the right. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Run in the red zone, it's Roberts. Able to get 1 down to the 15. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. Didn't get much on 1st down, it's 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. Knocked down for the tackle.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit out, sir.
The crowd elevating its energy, willing this defense to get a stop on this big 3rd down. Fires to the wideout. Touchdown, Tigers! What a catch in the end zone for 6.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
Missouri 31, Kansas 21.
He'll bring it out. It's Parker. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. The Jayhawks rock out to start this drive. Time is running short. They've let this game get away from them a little bit. They must get... And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. And the Jayhawks want to pick up the tempo.
Great job by the defense that time, getting the sack. But no time to celebrate. You got to line up right now because the offense is going tempo.
Behind his tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the 1st. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Unloads to the wideout. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Sends it downfield. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Knocked down at the 43-yard line, and the interception has him set up in plus territory.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Hands it off on the counter. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Now we get a timeout called by the Jayhawks. It's their 1st. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Motion from the wide receiver. Rides to the back. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. Kansas will take a timeout. That's their second. They've got one timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. 3rd down is coming. Now a little bit farther to go after the penalty. He might want another play. Lined up in the gun. Here's Simmons on 3rd. Quickly complete. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. The offense setting up shop at the 46. 1st and 10. The handoff as they run the counter play here. Now the Jayhawks have exhausted their complement of timeouts. They'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. That leg is staying loose. Already the 5th kick of the night.
This punter is such a weapon, and because he's able to get that ball down deep in his opponent's territory, that really helps out the defense. You're now forcing the opponent to drive the field to score points.
Finds his way ahead for 6 and a little breathing room to the 17. The Jayhawks will hustle to the line.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Got a man. It's McMillan. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Pass completion, move the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Looking downfield, it's Marshall. Makes the grab.
I think in this situation, 2 minutes, trailing late, I think you got to be throwing to the sticks every time. I don't know if these short completions are going to get it done. You're just not going to have enough time to get down the field. So from a play calling standpoint, I think you want to think about being a little bit more aggressive.
A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with an L.
Got his man on the right, and they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
A deep throw as the clock winds down. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Still looking, on the move. Quick step and go. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the 1st down. They've got it at the 40. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man. Don't force the football. We already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling, getting the first down. Now you got to keep it going.
Wants to fire on second down. That's reeled in. It's Cook. Got to get to the line quickly for this third down play. Looking for a man. It's Marshall. Throws for the tight end. And the third down pass is incomplete.
Well, on third and short.
All right, wait a minute here. They are going to send out the field goal unit and take what they hope is assured points. And he got it! And they've made it a one-possession game here in the fourth quarter. Just under 40 seconds to go, and it's going to come down to whether they can get this onside kick to have a shot.
And this is why you keep fighting. You just got your score on offense. Now you needed a miracle to come through with the onside kick so you can get one more possession to maybe go win this football game. Nice execution. And guess what? There's still time left on the clock.
Bringing the heat. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
And this offense has another opportunity to put a scoring drive together. They've done a really good job, man. Their defense, it's been okay. Like, giving up a lot of points. Now they're in a situation where can you be clutch? Can you come up big in a 2-minute situation when you really need to?
And a nice grab there. Big pickup down to the 35-yard line. And they'll spike the ball to try to save as much time as they can.
No gain on the play. Second down coming up.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. And the Jayhawks moving quickly to the line. Got to find a completion on this one. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Got room on the return. Running inside the 20. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Tigers. So you think they shouldn't run up the score like this? I remember an old story of one coach telling the other one, I only coach one team, man. It's your job to stop me.
Yep, I like that approach. That should be your philosophy, but that doesn't mean you don't remember that. You have a turn later on, a lot of times, when your team's better, to do the same thing, to return the favor, and then make him forget that.